Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alabel. Got a fantastic show lined up for you today. Gonna have a ton of fun. Just me and you, the crew, together. Gonna have a blast. Now, we've got a lot of things to set up, and I hope that you heard, all right, that we'll start adding some new things, and you're seeing it right there, front page of Driving the Line. So we got a bunch of stuff for you, and I'll show it to you in just 1 second. But as always, before we look forward, always we got to look back. Here's how we did yesterday. 1 and 2 as a whole. Braves Phillies, that game obviously was postponed. Cardinals Orioles, we get there on the over 8. Alex Caruso, come on, bro. What are we doing? Caruso? Come on, man. And then LA Galaxy, San Jose over 3. That was tough. I think it ended 1-0 yesterday. So here's what it is. 1 and 2 would be all right. Would be just fine. But we're never going to hide from it. Yeah. Z-Money said Caruso's officially out of the circle of trust. You're out. And look, man, Big Stan in the chat, crushing them props. Let's go. My man, indeed. Now, Brad says 5 big chances missed to California, more than enough chances, but terrible finishing. Terrible me speaking. Terrible finish held us back. It happens, my boy. It happens. Keep firing. Let's go. All right, now, like I said, there's a ton to look forward to. But first, all right, Howie Schwab, crew play of the day. Pacers plus 4.5. Knicks minus 4.5. You go on the over 222.5. You going with the under 222.5. Poll is in the chat. Vote now. Update as we always do at the end of the show there. And my boy Stan Don Biz said, "Happy Thursday, boys. Happy Thursday indeed, my man. Happy Thursday indeed." B Mills says, Millsy said, "Look at AB with the 1-0. I know a soccer cap when I see one." Hey, you know what? Just listening to Brad, man. He's educating us all. 1 step at a time, baby. 1 step at a time. Now, all right. In your feeds now, for all the new folks here at Driving the Line, all the folks been here from day one. Dan Clark, what's good, AB? What's good, bro? Big Zach Phelps said, "Damn, membership ran out. Uh-oh. Got to get that fixed, boy. $4.99 a month. It's like 4 cents a day." I'm just messing with Zach. Zach's awesome. Holla at me. Doesn't work. Road to Omaha. Okay. Now, we have 2 videos so far breaking down betting college baseball. Okay. This is the first one right here. This is me and California Wager, our man, Greg Mattson. All right. Going through every region, but breaking it down not only of how to look at each team in each region, but how to bet the sport, right? We all bet baseball. Well, not all of us. Just some people might be brand new to betting baseball. This will absolutely help you. It'll bring you to everyone else's level in 40 minutes, I promise you. And even if you're an expert, right? Tournament baseball is different than betting regular baseball, right? Regular season. So make sure to check this one out. It's in your feeds right now. Next, all right, our regional picks. TJ and myself went through every single region, picking winners, parlaying winners, you name it. All right. This is the next step. If that video, all right, is step 1, step 2 are your regional picks right here. All right. We went through every single team, every single region, selecting who we liked to win said regions. Now, today, at 12 p.m. Eastern, Big John Bowman and myself going through all the regions. But now, not only going to get Bowman's picks on who to win regionals, okay, but we've got game lines too. Now, we don't have totals just yet, but we've got game lines. So today, 12 p.m. Eastern, be here. Me, John Bowman, going to go through and break down games, break down exactly how to approach a 1 seed versus a 4 seed, a 2 seed versus a 3 seed, all of it, right? Plus, I'll give you my picks again on regionals in terms of regional winners. But Bowman has some as well. He's already said his over. So, yeah, today, 12 p.m. Eastern, be here. Absolutely, man. All right. So I believe that are all the shout outs that we needed to do for today. Big Brian Liberati. Good morning, my friend. Good morning, my friend. Indeed. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see everybody. All right. Let's get to our picks here for today because we've got a lot to go through. I know it's just me, but I'm not scared to go through it. Just me and you. That's how we came up. All right. First off, Pacers plus 4.5. Look, I don't think we're going to see a blowout like we did last night. All right. The Thunder absolutely smoked the Timberwolves. I don't think we're going to see that. But if you're going to give me the Pacers plus 4.5, I'm going to take it. Grab that at minus 115, and we'll talk more about it here in just a second. Okay. Now, game one. Okay. So we talked about the Braves Phillies being rained out on Wednesday. We're playing a doubleheader today. So this pick is game one. Marcell Ozuna over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs at minus 115. Game two, we're going to take the Braves and the Phillies over 7.5. So you will see game one and game two in your books now. You probably will not see player props in game two just yet. You'll see them in game one, but, I mean, things could happen. Injuries, et cetera, right? So, yes, game two, we're jumping on that over 7.5, and we'll talk more about it. Great pitching matchup, but you get some hitters here. So Marcell Ozuna game one, Braves Phillies over 7.5 in game two. Now, across sport parlay. Are you ready for this? All right. I am cooking up something called the Betting Olympics, and I don't have it done just yet, but we're gonna play some Betting Olympics, all of us together live. But a start of that, all right, is identifying and finding other sports, right, that we need to, because we are getting into the area where, once the NBA finals get here, we're only going to have 2 teams left in the NBA. We're going to have Major League Baseball. We're going to have some others. But today starts the Women's College World Series in softball, all right? And I'm going to break that down for you here in just a second, all right? I love softball. I know that we've talked about it on here, and we can finally bet it, all right? It's on DraftKings. We can finally get after it. So, going to put together a 3-leg parlay for today and tonight. All right. Number 1, Oklahoma softball. Yes, if you know, it hurts. All right. But business is business, Haas. All right. So we are going to take Oklahoma softball money line. All right. We're going to take Tyrese Halliburton tonight, 2+3s. And we're going to take Pascal Siakam, 2+3s. You put those 3 legs together, plus 215. So those are our picks for today. And I saw somebody in the chat ask, are we going to have an afternoon show today? Of course. Yeah, 3 p.m. Eastern. Of course. Definitely have that. But we're going to break down softball in just a second. And Mario said, softball, surprisingly fun to watch. Dude, it is awesome. It is, I'm telling you, like, and I'm not talking to you, like, anybody who really hasn't ever really paid attention to women's college softball, it is electric. It is fast-paced as hell. It is quick-moving. It is a great betting sport. It is absolutely tailor-made for betting. It's going to be great. Going to be great. All right, so those are our picks. It's just business, right? Yeah, Father Whale, it's awesome. It is awesome. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Millsy, the wife had me watching. They're great. Like, I'm telling you, I absolutely freaking love it, man. I watch it. I watch it every year, throughout, the season. And, dude, it's great. When's Bowman going to be on? Our second show, he will be on at 12 p.m. Eastern right here. So see it. You see it in your feeds right now. Show's already built. Yeah. So, yeah. It actually, I've kind of set it up to where this show will redirect everyone at the end straight into this show. So you can, click notification bell, click something like that, and it'll get you all set up. So, yeah, holler if you have any questions. Okay, so, all right, we got our picks. We've got the NBA. All right, so I'll tell you what. Let me get back to the NBA in just 1 second. I'm going to pull the chat down there for a second, because I want to stick with the College World Series, the Women's College World Series. Okay. So, like I said, and apologies for the graphic. It is take it from ESPN here. But you see it. Here are your 8 teams. All right. And these games all play today. Opening round. It's same deal. 8 teams. Let's go, Hoss. Texas and Florida playing noon Eastern today. Tennessee, Oklahoma. What I was talking about. Business is business. And Tennessee actually won 2 out of 3 against Oklahoma at Oklahoma earlier this year. It kind of stinks that they have to play each other in the first round because these two teams can go. Tennessee's got one of the best pitchers in the country. She's unbelievable. All right. So we got Tennessee, Oklahoma at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. We've got Ole Miss, Texas Tech, all right, at 7 p.m. Eastern. And we've got Oregon and UCLA at 9:30 p.m. Eastern today. So that all begins today. And you should be able to find college softball in your books. And I'm telling you, if you're looking for sports to watch, to bet, to pay attention to, it's fantastic. Now, breaking down some of these teams real quick. And I won't go too terribly in depth, but what you want to know about them is this. Oklahoma is the blue blood, been winning titles the last decade. All right. They've just been mashing everyone. They have just absolutely taken over the sport. Everything begins and ends in Norman, Oklahoma. Right. And the Women's College World Series, it is played in Oklahoma City. Okay. So Oklahoma, yeah. I mean, that's who everybody is gunning for. All right. Texas. A very, very fundamental. So I'll try to give you a college baseball comparison to who these teams. Millsy, has an Oklahoma won like 2? Yeah, dude. Like they're just dominating, right? But if this were the year where somebody else is going to do it, like this would be it. Texas can absolutely hit. They have seen every style of play imaginable, and they can get down in any of them. All right. Texas is probably Vanderbilt, except their hitting's like Texas is Vanderbilt over the last month, right? Yeah. Cody Kimbrough said Oklahoma's nasty, but the Vols have beat them and Texas at home series. Yep, they have. This Tennessee team is no joke. Might have the best pitcher in the country. And remember, in softball, all right, you're not throwing overhand, right? You're throwing underhand. It's a natural motion. So essentially, your one can go every game, right? So yeah, Texas is kind of like Vanderbilt, man. Like they can get down in any style of game and they can hit their tails off. Florida, very good, very gritty. Florida is like Texas in baseball. You see what I'm saying? Like they can play you in a tight game. They can play you in a hitting game. Yep. Dude, Z-Buddy, how tall is Tennessee's ace? She looks, I'm telling you, dude, she's nasty. She's absolutely nasty. Oh, yeah, she's throwing smoke and heat. Tennessee is Tennessee. Honestly, like Tennessee on Friday night with Liam Doyle. Good luck. This girl could go. She was throwing. They played Nebraska in the Super Regionals through a shutout, game 3, right? Oklahoma is LSU from 2 years ago, right? Remember Tommy Tanks, Paul Skeens, all that. Like Oklahoma has it all. They can do it all, baby. Ole Miss, Texas Tech. Now, Ole Miss is kind of like Ole Miss. They can be really good. They can be a little weird. Texas Tech, like Georgia. They can mash on you. Oregon and UCLA. That's going to be a fun one. All right, Oregon is like Oregon. And UCLA can absolutely hit tanks. UCLA is like LSU. So that's kind of a breakdown there of who these teams are. And we'll talk more about it as we go. But I didn't want to spend too terrible much time about it. But if you're interested in something that starts today, the Women's College World Series is awesome. Absolutely awesome. All the games on ESPN and ESPN2. Okay. So let's talk NBA here. All right. Pacers of the Knicks, game 5 tonight, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. All right. So obviously the poll that we have for today are these two teams, this game. Closeout game potentially, but the Thunder were playing at home last night. This one's in New York. All right. Where do you see this one here? Okay, first off, type in the chat. All right. Who wins the game? Pacers or Knicks? Let's start there. Now, the first thing that's going to come to mind if you're talking about narratives, so to say, it does the league good that New York would win tonight. Now, I'm not saying that for, this thing is shady. I'm not saying that at all, right? And I could see New York coming out and playing their asses off. But is it going to be enough? The mindset here, if you're the Pacers now, okay, so this is game 5. So obviously, first team to win 4 games wins it all, right? We all know that. So this is now a 3-game series. So let's look at it. Mario Center. You said the NBA is fixed. No. No, not saying that at all. All right, so this is a 3-game series. All right, so let's look at it from the mindset of both of these teams. If you were the coaches of said teams, right? It's funny. All right, so if you're Indiana, you have 3 games to win 1. You have 3 chances. New York tonight, game 5. Indiana at home, game 6, if you don't win tonight. And then New York, game 7. You do not want to get to a game 7. You do not want to do that. Okay? So if you're the Pacers, let's cut that down from you have 3 games to win 1. You have 2 games to win 1. And again, not saying they couldn't win a game 7, right? But you're thinking tonight, okay, we want to get this thing done. Not going to be easy. But if we don't, we have game 6 at home in our back pocket. Again, they're not going to, this not like coaches are going to be saying that like in the locker room, but everybody knows what time it is. Okay. If you're the Knicks, I mean, you have to win all 3. You have to win all 3. So all of that part does not matter. If you're and we're talking about a New York team that we've talked about all season that give them credit. They don't quit. There is no white flag. None of that. And I love that about them. All right. So that being said, where do we go? I see in the chat a lot of people like talking about just win the game. A lot of people are going to play the Pacers. But I think you're going to see betting. Like this number's like it's going to drop. It's going to follow that along. Like I wouldn't be surprised. I bet a lot of books right now probably have 4. If you ask me, it'll probably be Pacers minus 3.5 before tip tonight. Is Halliburton's dad allowed courtside of the Garden? I don't know. Yeah. Jeff Stacy says, Indy needs to end it now. OKC is resting. Yep. Agreed. Right? That goes into play too. And I mean, if you're Indiana, like, again, I know we use the cliche or the example every single time, but dude, if you got a snake in your yard, you don't take your eyes off of it. All right. You grab the shovel, you clip its head, you kill it. You do not mess around with it, right? And that's got to be the attitude for the Pacers tonight. So, yeah, Chicago Pat says live bet. Absolutely, that's in play. And we've seen, these games be awesome. But first quarter, first half, I'm fascinated with where it goes. Because if I'm Indiana, I'm coming out of the gate, dude, hair on fire. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to put you in desperation mode as quickly as possible and for as long as possible. Because if you are Indiana and you can put New York in desperation mode, it changes the way that you play the game. You might take riskier shots. You might take, less time on the shot clock. You might not make that one extra pass. You might get yourself in foul trouble. You find yourself taking risks. And the longer that it goes, the more you're going to take because there is no tomorrow for New York. Austin, good morning, buddy. So yeah, that I might look the first quarter, first half. And Adam, as is Cat still questionable? I believe so. I haven't heard anything definitive. Um, yeah. So again, I've got the Pacers plus 4.5, and if you're gonna give me 4.5, I'm gonna take it. The bet loses. The bet loses. I can live with that. But there's just so many more ways for Indiana to cover. Like the Knicks could win this game, and the Pacers still cover. Right? Like, I mean, I the the Pacers could win with a blowout. I'm not saying that it happens. I don't see the Knicks winning in a blowout. Right? Like, I mean, it would take an epic proportion for the Knicks to just absolutely demolish the Pacers. Could happen. I'm not saying it can't. But I mean, if the Knicks win, I think it's going to be a tight game. So for me, I'm going to roll with the Pacers plus 4.5. There's just so many. It's like playing overs or unders. You know what I mean? Like there's just so many more ways for the Pacers plus 4.5 to come out. And like the Knicks winning by 5 or more, again, I'm not saying it can't happen. I think it's going to be a great game. I mean, the Knicks, like, you don't see me picking a winner. Like I'm playing the underdog points. Yeah, Austin. I think it's going to be a great game. Very tight in the end. Agreed. I completely agree. Right. So that's why I'm rolling Pacers plus 4.5 here. But it's going to be an awesome game. Total 222.5. That total is going to go up. We're going to see people betting on that. Zach Phelps, my man, said Pacers plus 10.5 and Texas money line minus 104. All right. There we go. That Texas-Florida softball game is going to be a mother, man, because both of these teams had to fight their asses off to get here. Now, clearly they deserve. It's not like it was upsets. You know what I'm saying? But that road wasn't easy in the Supers. They had to handle business and do it late. Those two teams don't die, man. That's going to be a really, really fun game to start the thing off. Yeah. Jay-Z Soldier 23. What it is, crew. What it is. Oh, what's up? All right. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Pacers 4.5 here. I don't know what to do with the total. Don't want to mess with it. But, I mean, it's going to be a great game. But I'll take the Pacers plus 4.5. Okay. So, before we jump into anything else, let me pull the picks back up here. For anyone who may have came in a little bit late. Also, today, 12 p.m. Eastern, special time for the crew. John Bowman and myself. We're going to go through college baseball regionals. All right. We're going to go through my picks of what I've had, but you guys have seen that. We're going to get Bowman's picks for teams to win regionals. Also, we're going to go game picks big time here. All right. We've got money lines. We don't have totals just yet, but we're going to explain and break down how to bet 1 seed versus 4 seeds, 2 seeds versus 3 seeds, right? So we'll get to that one. All right, the picks that we have for today, man, we're all over it. There we go. All right, Pacers plus 4.5 minus 115. All right, game 1. It's a doubleheader today with the Braves and the Phillies. Marcell Ozuna over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs minus 115. That is game 1. Game 2, taking the Braves and the Phillies over 7.5. Okay. Now we're going to go cross-sport parlay today as well. Plus 215. Oklahoma softball money line. Tyrese Halliburton, 2+3s tonight. Pascal Siakam, 2+3s tonight. Put those 3 together at plus 215. Now, our man, Jay-Z Show, $5 super sticker. Jay-Z, hey, my boy, thank you. It means the world. Thank you. For real. You're the best. Appreciate you. Big time. Big time. All right. Let's hit college baseball and gifted a DTL membership. Hey, look, if I'm going to have to drive to your house, shake your hand, I'll do it. I'll get the car right out of here. Thank you. And welcome to the new member of Driving the Line. Man, love you right back, boy. Big time. Thank you. Hey, you're mine, brother. You're mine. All right, let's jump into college baseball. College baseball. Like we said, 12 p.m. Eastern today with John Bowman. But I want to highlight one quick thing, and then we'll go to Major League Baseball. All right. So this is in the Discord. Make sure if you haven't joined it, it's absolutely free. We put all of the graphics that you see on every show. We put them in there. Now, here's the weather of what we have. Let me pull the chat down on the screen off. For all 16 regional hosts, okay, because that's all that we have to worry about right now. All right, this graphic right here is in your feeds. So tomorrow, all right, how it works is that each regional is going to have 2 games tomorrow. You're going to have a 1 and a 4 seed and a 2 and a 3 seed. All right, check your books. You're going to see generally it's about noon and 6 Eastern, 11 a.m., 5 p.m. Central. West Coast, they'll do kind of the early afternoon, depending on where you're at. But you're going to have 2 games, right, in each of these. So let's take a look at the weather of just what we're looking at tomorrow. Okay, we're going to break it down by 3 categories. This is rain. So what you need to really focus on are the lightning bolts and where it gets bright. All right, so you see it, Ohio, okay? And this is set for 12 p.m. Central Friday, okay? You've got some rain in Knoxville, and don't worry, I'm going to have both graphics on screen, right? Mario said, don't forget to hit the like. Yeah, please, that would be huge. If you are watching on your phone, grab the screen, just pull it down, hit like, pop it right back up. Man, that would be huge for sure. Would be huge. Okay. All right. So that is rain for tomorrow. All right. And again, I'll don't worry. I'll make it all make sense. Okay. So that is rain. Look at the wind patterns that we have tomorrow, blowing straight down from Minnesota all through the southeast, and it is blowing down. All right. I just used, right there in Iowa City just for a number so that we could see 14 miles an hour. And it is, look at Knoxville, Tennessee. It is blasting out, man. So we're going to have wind tomorrow. It's going to be awesome. All right. And humidity. Okay. So what you want to look for are the blue areas. Okay. Orange is desert, dry. Okay. And for anyone who doesn't follow us or is new, the reason why we focus on humidity so much, every 10% increase in humidity above 55% results in roughly an additional 10 to 15 feet of carry of the baseball. So you see it right there. I've got it marked in the blue in the top right in over a lake. All right. 94%. But that blue, look at it right there where all of our games are, or not all of them, but most of them. Okay. We have wind and humidity on Friday. So here you go. All right. Here is an example. So what you want to pay attention to rain wise. And again, Knoxville, I'm not worried about the rain. That's only like 0.06 of an inch, right? It's just the lightning, right? You want to find those, super bright areas where there could be, lightning, thunderstorms. That's where they get delayed. Just the blue, the rain, like I'm not concerned about that whatsoever. It's not much rain at all. Okay. So West Coast, you're fine. Now look at the wind and look at your stadium directions. Knoxville's blowing straight out, man. We talked about runs. If it were even weather, there were going to be runs. Look at Georgia and Atlanta blowing east, directly east. North Carolina blowing down. Clemson blowing down. All right. Coastal Carolina blowing exactly where you want it, blowing out. Okay. Even Florida State. Look at that. You've got different wind directions going here. It's blowing out. All right. LSU, a little bit, not too terribly much. Southern Miss, not much really to be concerned about, really. Arkansas blowing out. All right, now Ole Miss, just keep an eye on it. It's going to be blowing sideways, essentially, towards right field. Auburn blowing out. Vanderbilt, all right, it's going to be blowing towards right field, towards the hospital. Spell dog. All right. And then Texas, not too terribly much. But If you wanted wind on a Friday going in your way, Hoss, you got it. Humidity. All right. Knoxville, 91% humidity in Knoxville. I'm telling you. All right. Look where you've got the blue to the dark blue. Dark blue is as high as it's going to get, right? Orange, yellow, those are very dry areas, 30 to 40% humidity. Okay. Knoxville, great. I mean, unbelievable humidity, and you're on a mountain. All right. Nashville, humidity about 79, 80%. Okay. Georgia, you've got humidity in the 90s. All right. Clemson, you've got it all that you want. North Carolina, you've got it all that you want. Right. Yeah. Tomorrow could be unbelievable. We saw home runs right there. Like, just keep an eye on the rain, because the rain is fine. All right. It's just the thunderstorms, right? Like the lightning. That's what can break games up. But we talk about it all the time, that you want those moisture clouds shelving above. That's where your humidity comes from, right? So, I mean, take a look at humidity right here. You see it in the blue, right? That dark blue going right between West Virginia, Kentucky, East Tennessee, Western, North Carolina. Look at the storms, right? That's where you want it. So a place like Knoxville doesn't have the yellow on it, right? Like, I mean, it's kind of on the line, just a little bit of rain, but you want that humidity. Oh my God, it's going to be phenomenal hitting conditions tomorrow. I'm telling you. And that's why you don't have totals, because I know that the books are looking at it and they're thinking, Jesus Christ, this could get out of control in a hurry. All right. So there you go. And I'll drop all these in the Discord so that you have them. All right. Now, in the West Coast, I wasn't leaving you out. Let me pull it back up here. You just got nothing to really concern yourself with, right? So we've got games in Corvallis, Oregon, with Oregon State. We've got at Eugene, Oregon, for Oregon. And then we have out there in Westwood, all right, for UCLA. No rain, nothing to worry about. All right. Wind, no wind to worry about. You don't have much humidity. You got a little bit, but, it's normal, right? So again, West Coast, I wasn't leaving you out at all. You just don't, nothing really to concern yourself with. So you're good. There you go. All right. So I'll drop all these in the Discord, and we'll go through weather. Trust me, on Friday, we'll break it down by games, right? Again, it's just like the NCAA tournament, right? Like we'll have, except, you have two kind of time brackets. You're going to have your noon game and you're going to have your 6 o'clock game, roughly, depending on what area of the country then you're in. Okay. Home runs. So we only have, 4 games in Major League Baseball? 5, I guess, if you count the doubleheader. So we don't have a whole lot to choose from. All right. Now, the Phillies and the Braves, I've put these basically for game 2. All right. But keep an eye on game 1. That's kind of the outlier. I think that starts at noon Central, 1 Eastern. I believe. Check your times on it. Phillies and the Braves. The postponement from Wednesday. Okay, so Kyle Schwarber plus 235, Cal Raleigh plus 320, Marcell Ozuna plus 400, Ronald Acuna plus 450, and Lawrence Butler plus 450. Lawrence Butler of the A's. So where you're going, and again, like I said, there's not a whole lot to choose from, and I'm going to show you here in just a second. My man, Big Cody Kimbrough. What's up, bro? How about some Rookie of the Year opps? Ooh. Let me check on that. Give me a second on that. I'll tell you what. Let me look at it, and I'll answer it at the 12 p.m. Eastern show, because I want to dig in just a bit more on that. But I love that question. Good call. Man. I'm going Marcell Ozuna plus 400. And again, remember, Braves and the Phillies, they play 2 games today, right? So, Ray Garcia, no Brent Rooker. I wanted to, and I'm going to show you here in a second. Like, it's let's jump into it. I'm going to go Marcell Ozuna, okay? And drop in the chat who you like. The problem, and you'll see on the historicals, is that there's just nothing there today, man. Like there's nothing to really get off. I mean, I'd take Britton Rooker any day of the week to hit a bomb. You know what I mean? Lawrence Butler just has a statistic, right? Like it's nothing big. And Butler's been hitting the ball very well. All right. So again, here's the other thing, okay, that you need to know about Major League Baseball today. I think there are 5 games total. 2 of them are the Braves and the Phillies. And guess what? Braves and the Phillies are the only games that are not in a retractable roof stadium. So this is game 1. All right. It's 1:05 p.m. Eastern. All right. Possible drizzle, 69 degrees, humidity. You got it there, but you do have real rain chances. Keep an eye on that. Look at the wind. That tells you right there. All right. First 3 innings, it's blowing 5 miles an hour out. All right. 4th, 5th, and 6th innings, it's blowing 5 miles an hour out to right field. All right. And then it's moving more. Right. So, yeah, that's game 1. Game 2, warmer, more humidity, less chance of rain. Wind calmed down too. So that's it. That's all we've got for weather, because the rest of them are going to be in closed dorms, closed roofs. So there you go. It's an odd day in Major League Baseball. Now, our hitter versus pitcher historicals, let me just show you. So Ronald Acuna, all right, Zach Wheeler, he is throwing game 2 for the Phillies. Christopher Sanchez is throwing game 1. Ronald Acuna, 4 home runs. All right, 13 hits, 51 at-bats. Okay? But again, that's game 2. Matt Olson, Sanchez, game 1. 2 home runs, 4 hits, 12 at-bats. There you go. Kyle Schwarber, Chris Sale is throwing game 2. All right, 4 hits off 9 at-bats, 2 home runs. Matt Olson in game 1, 7 hits, 35 at-bats, 2 home runs. Marcell Ozuna, yeah, you see it. All right, 2 home runs, 11 at-bats, 62, or 11 hits off 62 at-bats. All right. Nick Castellanos got himself, I mean, the rest of them, you see these numbers, there's really not big, besides Austin Riley against Zach Wheeler in game 2, 12 hits off 49 at-bats and 2 walks, 1 home run. I mean, that's what we're looking at, right? You see, there's just not much there. Let's invert it here. All right. And again, Phillies and Braves, you've got some numbers. Other than that, it's a whole lot of not much. There's not much. They just don't have a lot of bats, right? So, yeah. Doesn't mean that there can't be runs. Doesn't mean they're not going to be home runs. We just don't have it in our information. Hitting streaks. Jose Ramirez, 21 games. Ozzie Albies, 12. Brandon Lowe, 11. Seiya Suzuki, 9 straight. Marte, 9 straight. Ryan O'Hearn, 8 straight. Paul Goldschmidt, 8 straight. Josh Naylor, 7 straight. Teoscar Hernandez, 7 straight. There you go. I believe that's it. Look at Bowman. Got him a graphic ready to go today, too. You know what? We'll go ahead and hit it twice. We're going to do this on the show here at 12 p.m. Eastern. This is how you follow our man. All right? Beautiful, good-looking dude. All right? You can follow him on Twitter at John Bowman11. Follow him on TikTok and Instagram at Baseball with Bowman. And then Dub Club, where he gives all his picks, at John Bowman. Support our guy. He is the man. The absolute man. And again, we will be live here very soon. I'll pull that graphic back up. 12 p.m. Eastern. All right. So, what, an hour and 15 minutes? Yeah. Me and Bowman, we're going to go through it all. Game picks. And it'll be like, a 30 to 35 minute show. We won't go super crazy long, right? We'll keep it fast paced. But yeah, We're going to go through. We've got games to talk about. We've got regionals, all his picks. I've got all those ready to go. So today, 12 p.m. Eastern for sure. Okay, now let me get the picks up here. All right. And again, we'll be live 12 p.m. Eastern today with Bowman. 3 p.m. Eastern, Drive the Nightline as normal. Stan says, great show. My friend, dude, great picks by you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Soldier, we'll be right there. Hey, appreciate you. That's what we want right there. All right, Pacers plus 4.5, minus 115. Game 1, Marcelo Zuna over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, minus 115. Game 2, Braves Phillies over 7.5, minus 115. And then a cross-sport parlay plus 215. Oklahoma softball money line. Tyrese Halliburton tonight, 2+3s. Pascal Siakam tonight, 2+3s. Put those together, and you get plus 215. All right, now the Howie Schwab crew play of the day. Let me pull this on my phone because you know what? We don't have a producer here either. It's just me running that as well. So I know that this is always just wonderful television. Oh, there you can hear me. All right. Pacers plus 4.5. 68%. 70% now. You guys are all over the Pacers plus 4.5. Right? Knicks minus 4.5 at 16%. And it probably helps if I put the graphic up. See, look, man, don't blame me. Blame our producer, dude. Guy stinks. Pacers plus 4.5, 70%. Excuse me. Knicks minus 4.5, 16%. And then the over, the under, which is fascinating, tied at 7% each. So you're just like me. I have no idea what to do with it. I have no clue. I have no idea. But I feel you on the Pacers there at 70%. Joe said, producers are overrated, except for the. Hey, I talked to him not too long ago. Excuse me. Dude, if you know, you know. He is, dude, he's awesome. There might be a reconnect on that. He is, I'm a huge fan of Jew. Love to death. He is fantastic dude. He takes no ish from anybody. That's what I love about it. Oh man, that's awesome. Okay. All right, that's it. All right. Everyone, again, we'll be live at 12 p.m. Eastern today for college baseball. As Zach Phelps says, do not miss that one for real. Don't miss it at all. Bowman arguably might be the best college baseball bettor in America, in the world. Matson's right there too. You know what? I'm just trying to latch on to the boys. Yeah, don't miss this one for sure. But it'll also be in your feeds. I'll do post-production on all of it as I will on this show. Get it all set up. Liddy, have a day as well, my friend. Day as well. So, all right, today, 12 p.m. Eastern will be live, and then we'll be live normal, 2 p.m. Eastern. All those shows are created. If you go to just at Driving the Line on YouTube, you'll see them all right there. Click the little notification bell, get you all set up. Be set, or just show up. You'll be just fine. All right, everybody, have a wonderful day. I will see you in an hour and 10 minutes. Can't wait to do it. And we'll talk soon. All right, best of luck. Cash these tickets. Love all y'all. Be good. Who's got it better than us? No!